Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. Now is no time to think of what you do not have. Think of what you can do with what there is. Never bend your head. Always hold it high. Look the world straight in the eye. The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived. Act as if it were impossible to fail. The past is history. The future is a mystery. The here and now is a gift. That is why it's called the present. I say luck is when an opportunity comes along and you are prepared for it. Do not take life so seriously. You will never get out of it alive. Within our dreams and aspirations, we find opportunities. It is confidence in our bodies, minds, and spirits that allows us to keep looking for new adventures. Strength doesn't come from what you can do. It comes from overcoming the things you once thought you couldn't. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking places. What makes you unique is what makes you attractive. It is important that we forgive ourselves for making mistakes. We need to learn from our errors and move on. Pain makes you stronger. Tears make you braver. Heartbreak makes you wiser. So thank the past for a better future. Most people spend more time and energy going around problems than in trying to solve them. Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was ending, he turned into a butterfly. It's the little details that are vital. Little things make big things happen. We build too many walls and not enough bridges. I don't believe you have to be better than everybody else. I believe you have to be better than you ever thought you could be. Your past doesn't define you. It just gives you the starting point of who you're going to be. Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. The only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. Often any decision, even the wrong decision, is better than no decision. Don't raise your voice. Improve your argument. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. The truth is not for all men, but only for those who seek it. The first duty of a man is to think for himself. To succeed, Jump as quickly at opportunities as you do at conclusions. You cannot change what you are, only what you do. Resilience is knowing that you are the only one that has the power and the responsibility to pick yourself up. True wisdom requires both thinking with our head and understanding with our heart. Our anxiety does not come from thinking about the future, but from wanting to control it. You are your best thing. Start by doing what's necessary. Then do what's possible. Then suddenly you are doing the impossible. The world you desire can be won. It exists. It is real. It is possible. It is yours. If a goal is worth having, it's worth blocking out the time in your day-to-day life necessary to achieve it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Never let yesterday use up today. We must accept finite disappointment, but never lose infinite hope. You must learn to let go. Release the stress. You were never in control anyway. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. You have to fight through some bad days to earn the best days of your life. Life is just a race against time, so have a good time. The starting point of all achievement is desire. If something is wrong, fix it now. But train yourself not to worry. Worry fixes nothing. If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for ordinary. Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them. Just find a new way to stand. Don't be discouraged. It's often the last key in the bunch that opens the lock. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream. Not only plan, but also believe. Climb the mountain to see the world, not so that the world can see you. The greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one. Work hard in silence. Let success be your noise. We generate fears while we sit. We overcome them by action. You just can't beat the person who never gives up. If you don't stand up for something, you can fall for anything. Your own resolution to succeed is more important than any others. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. If it is important to you, you will find a way, not an excuse. No matter how hard you work to bring yourself up, There's someone out there working just as hard to put you down. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. Never will you have this day again, so make it count. Don't be afraid to give up the good for the great. Sorrow looks back. Worry looks around. Faith looks up. There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. Those who bring sunshine into the lives of others cannot keep it from themselves. Failure is a condiment that gives success its flavor. Not until we are lost do we begin to truly find ourselves. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. If you're serious about changing your life, you'll find a way. If you're not, you'll find an excuse. Always make a total effort, even when the odds are against you. Your mind will answer most questions if you learn to relax and wait for the answer. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. Only you have the power to determine whether your future mimics your past. The best way out is always through. If you light a lamp for someone else, it will also brighten your path. If you can do what you do best and be happy, you're further along in life than most people. When your work speaks for itself, don't interrupt. All progress takes place outside the comfort zone. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing. Be nothing. Say nothing. Your mind is a powerful thing. When you fill it with positive thoughts, your life will start to change. The secret to change is not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Dreams don't work if you don't. If you spend too much time thinking about one thing, you'll never get it done. Don't wait to reach your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself every step you take. If everything seems under control, you're not going fast enough. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. Life is hard, but so very beautiful. The question isn't who is going to let me, it's who is going to stop me. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Every failure is a lesson. If you are not willing to fail, you are not ready to succeed. I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. If you don't sacrifice for what you want, What you want becomes the sacrifice. Pain is weakness leaving your body. You never lose your strength. Sometimes you just forget you have them. The fear you don't confront becomes your limit. If you only do what you can do, you'll never be more than you are now. The past is in your head. The future is in your hands. A sword can only be formed once it goes into the fire. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. If it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. The days that break you are the days that make you. Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life. The magic you want to see is in the work you are avoiding. The day you plant the seeds is not the same day you eat the fruit. You've survived 100% of your bad days. Pain tells you that you have been injured, but more importantly, it tells you that you are not dead yet. The only one who will truly thank you is you in the future. Winners have lost more times than the losers have tried. Being weak isn't the problem. The problem is your weak mentality refusing to fix it. Be a person who was born in the struggle, not someone who dies in it. Perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other. Never forget why you started. If you can't beat fear, just do it scared. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. When you find yourself in a difficult situation and everything is going against you, never give up, because this is the place and time when everything will change. You are likely to fall when you stop paddling your bicycle. It could always be worse. The only bad job is the one you didn't do. Failure is not proof, it is information. A winner is just a loser who tried one more time. What if I told you that 10 years from now, your life would be exactly the same? I doubt you'd be happy. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. The world around you is doing its best day and night to make you like everyone else. Success seems to be largely a matter of hanging on after others have let go. Being defeated is often a temporary condition. Giving up is what makes it permanent. When you find the purpose in your life, every second seems much more meaningful. Be the man you want your son to be. If you find it difficult, just make a choice and don't look back. An adventure is never an adventure when it happens. An adventure is simply physical and emotional discomfort recollected in tranquility. Don't make decisions based on fear. Make them based on hope. When a defining moment comes along, you can do one of two things: define the moment, or let the moment define you. Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. Character consists of what you do on the third and fourth tries. You may be the only person left who believes in you, but it's enough. The only time you should ever look back is to see how far you've come. It's supposed to be hard. If it wasn't hard, everybody would be doing it. The hard is what makes it great. By perseverance, the snail reached the ark. Words are like keys. If you choose them right, they can open any heart and shut any mouth. When you build in silence, people don't know what to attack. Be selfish with your time. A lot of people don't deserve it. Turn your wounds into wisdom. If you only walk on sunny days, you'll never reach your destination. People inspire you, or they drain you. Pick them wisely. Fear is temporary. Regret is forever. Your future needs you. Your past doesn't. One day, the people that don't even believe in you will tell everyone how they met you. Allow yourself to be a beginner. No one starts off being excellent. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. Don't get burned twice by the same flame. Worrying about losing is losing before you begin. Excuses make today easier, but tomorrow harder. Discipline makes today hard, but tomorrow easier. As long as you are alive, no obstacle is permanent. Your struggle is part of your story. Don't give up. You are closer than you think. Be teachable. You're not always right. Sometimes being alone is the best medicine to your soul. Without rain, nothing grows. Learn to embrace the storm of your life. Have patience. All things are difficult before they become easy. The meaning of life is to give life meaning. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Never make a permanent decision based on temporary feelings. If you get tired, learn to rest, not to quit. Stop waiting for the right time. Time isn't waiting for you. You do not find a happy life. You make it. Hardship often prepares an ordinary person for an extraordinary destiny. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Life has many different chapters for us. One bad chapter doesn't mean it's the end of the book. Your comfort zone will destroy your dreams. You only pass through this life once. You don't come back for an encore. Your past is a place to learn and grow, not a place to live. Be proud. You survived the days you thought you couldn't. If you stay positive in a negative situation, you win. Stop calling it a dream. Start calling it a plan. Take a deep breath. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. If you believe it will work out, you'll see opportunities. If you believe it won't, you will see obstacles. Remain focused. Your time is coming. Judge no one. Just improve yourself. Train your mind to be stronger than your feelings. Don't give up on yourself. There's a reason why you started. Win in your mind, and you will win in your reality. Making mistakes is better than faking perfections. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. A warrior is someone who gets up even when he can't. Being alone is a power very few can handle. Move with strategy, not emotion. Confidence is built by facing what you fear. The best things are yet to come. Trust yourself. It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. Control your thoughts, or your thoughts will control you. Become a ghost. Forget attention. Just grow in private. Push yourself to be your best. No one else is going to do it for you. Your time is your most precious asset. Don't waste it. Don't call it a problem. Instead, call it a challenge. Don't count the days. Make the days count. Two things define you: your patience when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. Don't quit. Nothing lasts forever, not even pain. The way you speak to yourself matters the most. Never tolerate disrespect, not even from yourself. You don't need more time. You need less distractions. Everyone leaves. Learn how to survive alone. You can't reach what's in front of you until you let go of what's behind you. Before you act, decide. Before you decide, think. Before you think, focus. One day you will thank yourself for not giving up. Your failure does not define you. Your persistence does. Take the risk or lose the chance. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. Your only limit is you. Accept what you can't change. Change what you can't accept. When you learn to survive without anyone, you can survive anything. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Die with memories, not dreams. Problems are not stop signs. They are guidelines. Have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. Dream as if you'll live forever. Live as if you'll die today. Wanting to be someone else is a waste of who you are. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got. If the world was blind, how many people would you impress? You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. The big lesson in life is never be scared of anyone or anything. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Sometimes you can't see yourself clearly until you see yourself through the eyes of others. In the end, Some of your greatest pains become your greatest strengths. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try. If you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. You can't change other people, and it's rude to try. The answer is always no until you ask. There are two ways to do things, right and again. Stop expecting others to give you more respect than the respect you give yourself. I don't know the secret to success, but the secret to failure is trying to please everyone. Hope is not a strategy. Never trust anybody. Trust is earned, not given from the start. You're never too old to cut people out of your life. It takes a long time to realize how truly miserable you are, and even longer to realize it doesn't have to be that way. A wise man can learn from his enemies, than a fool from his friends. Life gives you lots of chances to screw up, which means you have just as many chances to get it right. People treating you poorly is a reflection on them, not you. The people who say you can't and you won't are usually the ones scared that you will. Don't make yourself available too much for anyone. You will lose importance. Just because the boat rocks doesn't mean it's time to jump overboard. You'll have bad times, but it'll always wake you up to the good stuff you weren't paying attention to. The more you know who you are and what you want, the less you let things upset you. When you try to please everybody, you almost always please nobody. If you put your mind to it, you can accomplish anything. Stop trying to be happy. You can't be happy all the time, and it's okay. Once a problem is solved, its simplicity is amazing. If you're trying to break a habit, don't say, "This is the last time I'm doing it," to yourself. Instead, say, "This is the first time I'm not doing it." You don't like everybody, so don't worry about everybody liking you. Your past does not equal your future. Sometimes you can make all the right choices and then have to sit there and watch them all crumble around you. You just have to pick up the pieces and keep moving. Never be so kind you forgot to be clever, and never be so clever you forgot to be kind. Nothing that life has to offer is worth the price of worry. You stop explaining yourself when you realize people only understand from their level of perception. Someday isn't even a real day, although for some people, it's every day. Don't hang on to your mistakes just because you spent a lot of time making them. Never take for granted the time you spend with the people you keep. It could be over any day. Live in reality as it is, not as you wish it was. If you expect the world to be fair with you because you are fair, that's like expecting the lion not to eat you because you didn't eat him. Don't focus on perfection or control. You are not in control of anything, and there is no such thing as perfection. No matter how good a person you are, you will always be bad in someone's story. Waiting for change while not doing anything for it is like waiting for the train at a bus stop. Don't doubt yourself. That's what haters are for. To live life, you need problems. If you get what you want the minute you want it, then what's the point of living? Don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. Reflection and the gaining of knowledge is power. Without the means of either, you are powerless. At some point, you will realize no one else has a say in your life unless you let them. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Say no more than you wish to have said. Do no less than what you wish to have done. Mistakes do not attest to your character. Your reaction to them does that without you even trying. Discipline your mind to see the good in every situation and look at the best side of every event. Stop expecting others to always agree with you. Ability can take you to the top, but it takes character to keep you there. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances, to choose one's own way. Be prepared to change your ideas about who you want to be. This is an important feedback loop as you gain life experience. Chasing a person doesn't give you value or build value in you. You earn your value by chasing morality and practicing dignity. Don't do anything you feel you'd have to lie about later. If you are driven by fear, anger, or pride, nature will force you to compete. If you are guided by courage, awareness, tranquility, and peace, nature will serve you. You're going to make a lot of people mad doing what's right for you. Any thought you have about the future is a delusion. Whatever is causing you worry or pain right now won't cause you worry or pain forever. Things change with time, and it will pass. If you need more than one hand to count your best friends, you're not a great best friend. The single most powerful element of youth is that you don't have the life experiences to know what can't be done. At some point, you just gotta forgive the past. Your happiness hinges on it. There's a lot of things worth caring about. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. The past is a place of learning, not a place of living. We're all born with two things: borrowed time in varying amounts and the ability to make choices. If you wish to know how you are spending yours, observe how others waste their time making wrong choices and don't repeat them. Don't correct people if you could just as easily let it slide. You can either be a negative or positive person in life, but only one will get you somewhere. Life doesn't care about your vision. You just gotta roll with it. Nothing happens to anyone that he is not fit by nature to bear. You will never remember the days and nights you stay home and do nothing. It's never too late to turn your life in a completely new direction, and there is huge importance in just one day. Lessons in life will be repeated until they are learned. You will never be who you want to be until you are happy with who you are. When you get a different vantage point, it changes your perspective. It allows us to see things that maybe we should have seen a long time ago. If you're right, but you're obnoxious about it, people won't see you as the good guy. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it is a quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow." Why let go of yesterday? Because yesterday has already let go of you. Don't spend your life dreaming about what could have been in another place or under different circumstances. Instead, invest your energy in what is right in front of you. People often confuse stress with responsibility. In this life, you don't have to prove anything to anyone but yourself. Accept things as they are. Life isn't about living in the past or living for the future. It's about living in the now. It is not a lack of time. It is a lack of priority. Enjoy every bit of your life to the fullest. Your compromises and sacrifices will be rewarded. No one ever got tired of loving. They get tired of waiting, hearing lies, assuming, saying sorry, and hurting. Never keep people in your life if they don't love and respect you. as much as you do them. The reason you want to be better than someone else is the reason why you aren't. It's not whether or not you get knocked down. It's what you do when you get back up. A man must be big enough to admit his mistakes, smart enough to profit from them, and strong enough to correct them. Be the person you needed when you were younger. Strive to make small changes and learn something new daily, because there are always these experiences you have had to tap into for the future. Someone's opinion of you doesn't have to become your reality. Not everybody who speaks in a pleasant way to you is your friend. People are not good. People are not bad. People are just people. Experience, don't expect. Experience life. Do not carry expectations on how it should be. Wanting something is not enough. You must hunger for it. Your motivation must be absolutely compelling in order to overcome the obstacles that will invariably come your way. Our lives are defined by opportunities, even the ones we miss. Every person alive hits a crossroads in life when you have to let go of the past and forge ahead into something new. The only sad thing would be clinging to the past once it's out of reach. If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. If you saturate your mind with positive thoughts, it will sustain you in any situation. You don't ever truly know another person unless you can take up residence in their head. You'll never be privy to their true nature. It is not our abilities that show what we truly are. It is our choices. You train people how to treat you, unconsciously or not. You are either part of the problem or part of the solution. Never attribute to malice that which can be adequately explained by stupidity. You've got to know when it's time to turn the page. Forgiving doesn't make the person who hurt you feel better. It makes you feel better. If someone is trying to bring you down, it only means you are above them. Socializing is just like any skill. You need to practice before you're good at it. Life is brutal and will break your heart, and you just have to be brave and do the best you can. Never deny yourself an experience just because it's unknown or uncomfortable. It may just be a defining and wonderful part of your life. Never go to the past. Not for happiness, not for justification, not for excuses. The world is what it is. You are what you are. Sometimes the right path is not the easiest one. If you only blame your problems on someone else, don't expect your life to get better. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more, expect least. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven. Things are only impossible until they are not. Each defeat, each heartbreak, each loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your future. Don't prepare the road for your kids. Prepare your kids for the road. Don't be scared because you don't have all the answers right away. You will learn through your experiences and find your own way to happiness. Just because you got away with a bad decision doesn't make it a good decision. Speak with caution. Even if someone forgives harsh words you've spoken, they may be too hurt to ever forget them. Don't leave a legacy of pain and regret of things you never should have said. It's not your fault things are the way they are. You need to have faith in yourself. Be brave and take risks. You don't have to have it all figured out to move forward. Accept responsibility for your life. Know that it is you who will get you where you want to go, no one else. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. Opportunities can become obstacles, the same way obstacles can become opportunities. It all depends on how they are being interpreted by the mind of a person. If you're going to apologize, you don't say, "but" after. Either you mean it or you don't. There are more things likely to frighten us than to crush us. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Fake love is mighty convincing in a world where real love is mighty rare. You can only lose what you cling to. If you want to find happiness, find gratitude. Accept that things happen. It may not be for a reason, and you may have no control over it. But the first step to getting through it is accepting what it is. You'll never be able to please everyone, so don't make your life revolve around being accepted by everyone. Don't rely on others to tell you how to be happy or what makes a good life. It's up to you to follow your heart and find happiness from there. Sometimes which choice you make is not as important as making a choice and committing to it. A denied expectation hurts more than a denied hope, while a fulfilled hope makes us happier than a fulfilled expectation. Don't worry about controlling your emotions. Control your actions. Don't wait for something good to happen. Realize that there are no participation trophies in life. Go out and do something for yourself. Success comes from action. There's no shame in saying, I don't know. Nobody has all the answers. Pretending to be perfect doesn't make you perfect. Listen to your conscience and do the right thing.